EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is tonight. We wrap up our Monday night schedule with another great matchup here in Week 17, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Houston Texans. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
I was going to say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
On play action, here's Tua. Complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked, either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A man who was both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's not months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this 1st drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready. Watson, Oscar.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Here's Higgins out of the right side. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pierce will try to pick it up.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
4th down.
4th down. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. The Texans at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And Stroud now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10.
118. What's that?
Stroud. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Chandler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means...
Under. Why, Tony? 19 Texans.
Stroud now on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting?
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
And it's slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. When you look at this defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
And I've loved watching this unit on tape because throughout this season, I've seen them do all the right things. They're about as talented a group as I've seen, and they know how to stop the run.